Hi everybody, this is Sarah at Health by Sarah. Today I want to share with you 7 reasons why you would want to hire a doula if you're pregnant, for during labor and postpartum. The first reason would be because doulas are advocates for you, for whatever you want your birth plan to be. And I can personally attest to the benefits, especially of not having one, because the first labor that I had to be an advocate for myself. I certainly had my husband there, but he was just more concerned about supporting me in whatever way I wanted. And husbands can certainly function that way, being a doula, but it's actually easier on your relationship if you have a doula advocating for you, like with all the medical decisions that you want or do not want to have. And that's really what a doula's job is, or part of their job is to advocate for you and your birth plan. And I can say personally that it was very exhausting, extremely stressful during my first labor to advocate for myself and say, no, I do not want to do this, and having things forced on me or trying to be bullied into decisions. It just was not a fun thing to do, and it definitely affected my labor in a negative way. I think it probably prolonged my labor, if anything. So I know many people have said the same thing, and then had a doula in other labors and found that it made a bigger difference to have one. I don't know this for sure, of course, but I think it's possible that if I would have had a doula the first time around, that I may have been able to avoid the epidural and maybe even an IV. The second reason for hiring a doula is because they can help with pain management techniques. They're actually trained to help with pain management. One example being changing positions and being trained in what positions might help the woman in labor, knowing that she may or may not need hydrotherapy, like going into the shower or the bath, reminding her to breathe, or reminding her the right way to breathe. I was certainly breathing the wrong way in my first labor, screaming at the top of my lungs, which can cause more pain. And you may forget that when you're in labor, to breathe low and use low moaning instead of screaming, but you're not in the right state of mind, so you may forget the right thing to do. And a doula can help to remind you the right things to do. The third reason, studies have shown that doulas can help cut labor time down, and that's certainly valuable to many women, especially women like me who had a really long and hard first labor. I would have done anything to cut my labor time down, so that can be very valuable. Studies have also shown that they help to lower a mother's anxiety, and that is something I was definitely struggling with in my first labor, just having so much anxiety about having to fight with the nurses or the doctor on what my decisions, how I wanted things to happen. Number 5 is that doulas can help decrease the amount of medical interventions. I truly believe that to be true, especially if they are an advocate for you. They can just have you have much better outcomes. Even if women wanted more medical interventions, they can help them lessen the total amount of medical interventions, ones that are completely unnecessary or ones that they didn't want to have. Number 6, doulas help to aid in breastfeeding. A lot of doulas are certified lactation consultants, and they can help to make sure that your breastfeeding is going right. Sometimes the baby's not latching on properly, and that can cause breastfeeding trouble or pain. on the mother's side, or maybe the baby's not getting what they need because of their latch, so they can help with that. And the last reason would be for postpartum support. This is something that's very valuable to me this time, because even though my doula wasn't able to be there physically in person for me, because my labor went much quicker than we thought this time around, but she is able to offer me some postpartum support, and that can vary from woman to woman. I haven't had any trouble breastfeeding, so I don't need help there, but she has been helping around the house with cleaning and stuff like that, and that's very valuable to me, especially having 2 small children and adjusting to doing all these things on my own. So those are the 7 reasons I think it's really important or beneficial to hire a doula. And I'll also say I wasn't sure about it the first time around, but I'm definitely sure about it the second time around, and I will probably continue to do so with future births as well. So with all that being said, I'd love to hear what your experience has been in the comments. Have you ever hired a doula, and did you think it was valuable? If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and please be sure to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. Until next time, bye!